Flashback.
Roman versus Cody. Same result. Like it has to be like Cody's gonna win. Like if I'm a betting man, I'm putting money on Cody Rhodes. Like Cody Rhodes has to win.
Yeah, man, he's got to be the guy. Take that off Roman, and if not, then there ain't nobody.
Let them soak it all. Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes. That's going to be my prediction.
I am not a pro wrestler. I am a sports entertainer.
What's going on, everyone? It is the Sports Entertainers Podcast. I'm Kurlis Maddie, and with me, obviously, I have my co-hosts, Aaron Sanders, the Frost Father.
Yo, the Easter Bunny was nice to me, and it's going to be nice to all of us because we are in the road.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Thank you, Aaron. And then, obviously, we got the heel, Drake the Moore. How's it going, Drake?
Good. How are you guys doing? I'm glad to be back, ready for WrestleMania, and I'm ready to talk all about it with you guys.
Chinchilla.
It is wonderful. I'm so pumped, man. This is like my favorite holiday. And it's a good card, obviously, too. It's obviously a really good card, too. So, yeah, no, it's great. And with WrestleMania comes all the other shows that kind of piggyback off the WrestleMania season as well. So it's just a wrestling wonderland in a sense. So,
Or it takes the backseat. To me, it's a great time of the year.
Mhm.
We got basketball, NCAA March Madness, and then on the same weekend as WrestleMania. So I'm going to be flip-flopping through those two. But since we're here, I'm pro wrestling. I'm all wrestling all the way this weekend. So you guys have me. We got a whole lot to talk about today. I'm no Cody Rhodes. What are we going to talk about?
what are we going to talk about? We want to talk about how wrong we were last year about WrestleMania, or are we going to save that for the end? What do you guys think?
Well, you have to now.
Accountability waits for nobody.
We gotta get into it. So I played a little bit of a flashback before the episode. How I said there's absolutely no chance that Cody Rhodes wasn't gonna win, and here we are a year later, and he still hasn't finished the story. So he has to finish it now, right? I mean, there was a chance that he wasn't going to because of The Rock showing up, but fans didn't like that, and they kind of retaliated. So I think now is the time, now more than ever. We're gonna get Cody finishing the story, correct?
I am on the fence for that, man, because I feel like there's something more to it. Now that you add The Rock, and once again, the segment on the last episode of Raw to cap it all off, one of the best finishes I've seen in a long time. I remember when the Nexus destroyed Monday Night Raw back in 2010. That was pretty much close to that. But the way the final boss came in, put blood on that strap. What the kids call it, chef's kiss. I feel like there's going to be a whole lot more to that.
So the stipulation being, if The Rock and Roman win their tag match with Seth and Cody, against Seth and Cody, that is, it'll be tribal rules match or whatever. Like they will be at ringside, and it will be no disqualification, I think. So like all of the bloodline will be. I mean, they've been at ringside for all of Roman's matches, but I think the fact is that if Cody and Seth win, which I don't know what this does for Seth, really, if you think about it, but if Cody and Seth win, they will the bloodline will not be at ringside. But if the bloodline does win, then it'll be like an Extreme Rules match type deal. So Smart Money says Rock and Roman win the first match, in my opinion. Bring the stakes up higher for Cody. Yeah. I think that's my prediction, and then Cody will win night 2.
Yeah, that's probably about right. I mean, it is hard to say at this point too. Not that like that much will change, but Aaron, just to kind of go back to your point, at least at the time that we're talking, like still some implications to unfold on Raw and SmackDown this week before WrestleMania. So we still don't have the final, and we still have Jimmy Kimmel Live or Jimmy Fallon live coming up too.
Fallon.
That's like it's all over the place. It's WrestleMania season, and everywhere you look, it's wrestling, and the story never finishes. The story is never finished. So, yeah. So still lots to come this week, but man, what it is hot as can be, like Aaron said, and I have to agree. I mean, it's hard to say. I still think that there's a chance that Roman will win, but we have to go with like this is Cody's year, man.
I was actually going to say these three matches are probably going to be connected in a lot of ways.
Oh
I
yeah,
said
big
yes,
time.
I said three, not two, because Seth is going to go up against Drew as well, and I think Drew will do something in that tag match, cost Seth in some way, and that'll be why they lose that first match, the night one match. Drew's going to do something, and then my prediction, I'm gonna speed up a little bit, but my prediction for the Seth and Drew match is that Drew will probably win that one as well.
A long
Yeah.
time coming.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I
How
think
sweet how sweet's that gonna be with CM Punk on commentary when Drew McIntyre has his WrestleMania moment in front of the crowd in Philadelphia. I cannot wait.
Dingo, dingo, you're right about that. But I still have a feeling that the Bloodline are going to get involved one way or another in the main event, win or lose, because
Oh
hey,
no,
it's the
yeah.
Bloodline, man. These guys don't run away from anything, and they're just following orders of Roman Reigns. And as for Drew, oh man, 4 years. It is a long time coming, and now Seth could finally get the rest he deserves. He's very underrated, Rollins, first and foremost. I do want to give a tribute to his championship run.
oh,
For
it's
Drew McIntyre,
awesome.
the crap that he's been doing so far, oh my goodness, that's nice. And I'm still waiting on my new NCM.
I'm really enjoying the world title scene, like CM Punk, Drew, Seth Rollins, those three. It's very interesting right now, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And Drew McIntyre is the most entertaining has been in a really long time. I like this
Yes.
face run, but this is something I've never seen with Drew. It's just he's just a troll. Like he's just a big troll.
Yeah.
He's
And
not the
like it,
Scottish psychopath either. He's just his own. He's something different than that.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
great. He's great right now. Like talking about all these guys and how awesome they are and how it's all intertwining. Could we talk about that promo on this past Monday? And with all of them, CM in Chicago, CM Punk starting it off, Drew McIntyre coming down. That was that was just
so
chaos
good.
and just wild, but entertaining as hell. And I mean, to get on the behind the scenes dirt sheets stuff, they said it was completely unscripted, and they said just get out there and do whatever the hell you want. And man, they did something pretty special.
Like him, hate him. When CM Punk picks up a microphone, you're listening. I mean, there's been a lot of discourse about CM Punk over the last year, 2 years now, but like, hey, when he speaks, we listen. He's just that entertaining, and I don't know. It's just good to see him do what he does best, and that's talk and wrestle.
And it makes money too. My favorite line from that, and I think you two could agree with that, uh, somewhere in the middle where he's like, "Who made you at the top or where you are today?"
Chosen
And
one.
Drew damn well knew he couldn't say that name.
Who made
That
you
was
the
awesome.
chosen one? Who's that virtue of goodness or whatever, something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Such a
I
good
mean, good for
line.
them on that.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to on this card, other than the world title matches. I mean, obviously we got our undercard as well. We got twin brother versus twin brother with Jimmy and Jay. Kind of another I guess another wrinkle in this bloodline story as well. Been going on for, I mean, I guess since SummerSlam and overall since the bloodline was formed. And I think it'll be a pretty good match. Obviously very similar styles, so I'm interested to see how they pull it off. I would have loved to see their dad be the referee. That would have been interesting as well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't. I think I've said that before on this. I'm surprised that he hasn't gotten his way onto this bloodline storyline somehow. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, we've seen brother versus brother before at WrestleMania. It's another story, tale as old as time. We've seen
Mhm.
Brett versus Owen, Matt versus Jeff, and now Jay versus Jimmy.
Yeah.
I don't know. So this is just a straight up one-on-one match. I can see this one maybe being a street fight or something. Maybe they change that last minute. I can see some kendo sticks flying around. No matter what, again, I can see some interference from Solo and God knows who else. But of course, I can also see a lot of super kicks being thrown around. So
Is
I think
that
it's
is it
time. It's
is it
time
that
we go
time?
for our first cookie bet of the
Okay.
evening, and we'll circle back to. I think we should go back through the whole card kind of later on. We're kind of going through it quick, but man, how many super kicks are going to be in this match? I have a number
Hmm.
down. Aaron, are you ready to go?
Here we go. Folks, lock me into this one. I'm an honest man. I'm a reliable man. And just for kicks, I'm going to say in that match alone, I'm going to go for a low ball here. 8. For the entire
Oh,
weekend, we're going to see
Ooh.
21
For the whole weekend?
for the whole
So
weekend.
not Jimmy and Jay.
yeah, we did have that
Not
down because
just Jimmy and
what?
Jay. All.
So
For
that's
those
yeah, that's
matches, but let me backtrack here. For the entire
okay.
weekend, I meant for whatever matches the Usos and the Bloodline is in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I did write that down because you're going to see them in the main event. You're going to see them maybe in that tag team match. Maybe you're going to see them in Seth Rollins match for all you know. Maybe you'll see Jimmy, right? So there's going to be you're going to see a lot of Usos. You're going to see a lot of Samoans around this WrestleMania, like always, but over 2 nights they're going to be spread all over, and a lot of super kicks will be thrown. So I wasn't prepared for that answer, but I'm going to come up with one quick. And I had such a higher number than 8, so I'm embarrassed to say what I had written down. Kurlis, do you got anything, or want
For
to go
Jimmy
last?
versus Jay, I'm gonna say 14 for Jimmy
Okay.
versus Jay. Okay.
Pulling jaws at the end of that match. Sheesh.
For the whole night, I'll just say 21.
Okay.
Sorry, for the whole 2 weeks, 2 day week.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
tied with me.
The whole
Gotcha.
weekend,
Yeah.
whole WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
All right, we're recording this. We'll go back and go and write it down. But I'm gonna go with 21 super kicks in the singles match between Jimmy and Jay. I'm gonna go with 44 over the weekend. I'm gonna go with
Whoa.
I'm gonna go with 44 over the weekend because I originally had 44 in the singles match. I
Oh
figured you
my.
Thank
guys,
God we're not doing
figured
no
you guys
over or unders.
that I think about it, I say that's a lot. But over the weekend, I can see 44 from Jimmy and Jay. I can see it.
Yeah,
Think about how
that
many they throw in just like one sequence sometimes, you know?
mhm.
So,
Man, that Young Bucks Usos dream match would be insane. That's a cookie bet we'd have to do if that ever
oh
happened.
yeah.
In
And
my
I'd be
nightmare.
I'd be saying like 137. Like I'd be going ridiculous. Okay,
Y'all's
so we
dream, my
got
nightmare.
we got me with I got 21 in the singles match, 44 overall.
That's right.
Kurlis went with 17,
14.
I 14. Yes.
14 in the singles match, and 21 overall.
Correct.
Yes.
Aaron, remind me of your numbers.
8 in the match, 21 the entire weekend. As long as the
Okay.
Usos and the Bloodline are involved.
And they will be.
Good.
There's no doubt about that. And also, I mean, bonus points of how many thumbs Solo throws in this match. Bonus.
Just one.
I think it'll be the one and the false finish. We're all gonna think.
Yeah, one
I
or
think
two.
it'll be. I think it'll be 1 or 2 in both of those matches, and then night one. Oh, sorry, night two. There's gonna be a very similar finish to WrestleMania 39, and then it'll be a false finish. Cody's gonna kick out this time, and everyone's gonna go crazy.
Yes.
That is my prediction within a prediction.
A thumb note. Behold. Okay, gotcha. Cookie bet combined super kits. Drake 21 in the match, 44 total. Kurlis 14 in the match, 21 total. And mine 8 and 21. That takes care of one of the cookie bets.
That's one down. What do we got? Like 3?
So far, yes.
Okay. All right. What are the other cookie bets? I mean, do we want to fast track or do we want to keep going? Keep moving. What else are we looking forward to when it comes to this Mania? Because I got a couple matches that are not world title matches that I'm actually really, really looking forward to.
Well, are you slap happy?
Um.
A match with Gunther.
Oh man, Gunther and Sammy. This one's hard. Okay, so if I was gonna predict this one, it's actually a pretty hard one to predict because in one hand, Sammy, I don't think Sammy has been a singles babyface champion on the main roster, has he? Like I know he was NXT champion, but I don't know if he's ever been a babyface intercontinental champion.
I think he was just heel. Well,
Yeah,
obviously he was tag team champion.
yeah.
That doesn't count. Yeah,
I
that would
think
be it.
I think spoilers for the rest of my predictions here, but I think this is going to be a very babyface heavy show. I think a lot of the baby faces are going to win the day for the weekend. Um, like I mean that one and the triple threat. I mean KO. I think KO is probably going to win the U.S. championship in my opinion. But yeah, I will.
Please.
I will say Gunther and Sammy's a little more tricky. I mean, you got the lingering Chad Gable as well. He could turn heel. Something could happen there. You know, there's a lot of factors with this one.
Yeah,
But
I don't see either of the mid card titles changing hands.
really,
Hmm.
really,
Yeah, I don't think that Gunther will lose to Sami Zayn, and I'm just not sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess they can give Kevin Owens the title, but I think that they're just going to keep it on Logan Paul and keep the train going a little bit longer.
I mean, they're getting a lot of eyes on their product because
Yeah,
of Logan Paul having it.
like I thought he
Yeah.
was just going to have it for like a month or something and drop it at the next pay-per-view, but he still got it. So
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
it
he
be
does.
weird with the Prime logo in the middle of the ring now,
oh god,
and
Oh,
is that
Logan
going to be at
loses the
WrestleMania?
title?
Mm, that's a good point. I forgot.
Right
It's
on the
gonna be.
logo.
It's gonna ruin a lot of WrestleMania moments with a giant.
Or what if
freaking
he
Prime
what if he
bottle.
wins on the logo? That'd be even worse.
Well, that's good for commercials and whatnot.
Just yeah.
There you go. There's your spoiler right there.
It'll be
I hope he does like a Stone Cold entrance, but with the Prime bottles smashing together. You know? That would be pretty funny.
I'm surprised he had something like that actually.
I don't
Mhm.
know.
That would make for
Mania is
good
the
TV.
perfect time.
Yeah,
Mania is the perfect time. I think both of these are going to be very, very fun to watch. Sammy and Gunther, especially with the clashing styles, it'll be really fun. It'll be a really fun one.
it's going to be a good match for sure. It's going to be a good match. I just can't.
Mhm.
I just don't see Sami Zayn beating him. But
It's like David versus Goliath, but we all know David has the advantage.
yeah, again, another tale as old as time. But like, if we're getting like deeper into like the WWE thing, it's like it's Gunther, dude. Like
Mhm.
600 something days, untouchable. Sami Zayn, the workhorse, the underdog. He's always gonna fight. He's always gonna be in the. He's always gonna have some dog in that fight, but he's never really done shit. Like kind of like we were saying before, like he's never like on his own like
Mhm.
beat everyone. Even like not even just saying like for a title. It's just like damn. And like now like this could obviously get him over that hump, and he beats Gunther, and that's huge for him and for his development. Then I don't know. Fuck, they built Gunther up for Sammy. I don't know.
I think Sammy's the only option, in my opinion. I don't know who
Oh,
else
there's
would.
plenty of options.
Who else is gonna be?
Chad Gable.
Oh, wait, Chad Gable was my second option, but
He
I
should
mean,
be number one.
who's more?
And he's
Who's
way
more
more
over?
believable. Way more believable. Way
You
more
think so?
over. Oh yeah, way more
Sammy's Sammy.
believable.
He's never not going to be over. I think
Yeah,
Gable.
he
No
doesn't
offense
really
to
need
Gable.
titles either.
I don't know. No offense to Gable, but I think he was hot when they should have done it at that like random Raw when he was like when him and his kids were in the audience. I don't think.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like I
that,
don't think he's hot anymore.
that says that he's never gonna get it. No. Same
Yeah,
with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn lost in front of his wife, so
I don't know. I don't know. I
his
think
wife is at WrestleMania. He's losing.
yeah, just don't have any family members at ringside or you're gonna lose.
So much
You
for
know?
your good luck charm.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
is it cookie bet time now?
is there another one? I mean, is there
We
another
got one,
round?
yeah. So we
Which
got
one?
one for Gunther versus Sami Zayn. We're kind of between the two. We're just talking mid card right now,
Okay,
and
let's do it.
obviously, like so, I think I don't know if we did this one last year. We definitely did something for the triple threat match last year with Gunther. But Gunther, how many chops will Gunther throw in his
We did this one.
Continental
I
title? Did
don't.
we do the same thing last year?
Yeah, I think we did it. I think we did it for last year because last year was Sheamus and Drew, and we knew it was going to be like very slappy.
Yeah, we did
So
something for them. I remember we did
hey,
something.
let's keep the tradition going. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's a Mania tradition now. How many slaps will Gunther throw? Let's do it. Who's gonna start?
I have it written down. I have 14.
14. Okay. All right. Aaron, do you want to go before I do?
Yes.
Pretty
We
low.
go a
to
little
be
bit
honest.
under 12.
12. You know what's funny? Is before Drake said 14, I was gonna say 16. So we're going like by twos right now.
Oh,
Um,
so close.
I think the fact that it's like David versus Goliath type match, I think Sammy's gonna get freaking destroyed. I think he's gonna get bodied. Like the entire match is gonna get bodied. So 16 is my number.
Drake 14, Kurlis 16, I 12.
Super close.
Yeah, I'm trying to look into the cookie bets for last year, but I don't have it on my
Well,
handy dandy.
we did
folder.
one for Brock and Omos. We did
Yes, we
Brock and
did.
Omos.
Yes.
How long would Brock and Omos be?
And I think I won that
Omos.
one.
Yeah, I believe so. It was way longer than we all thought.
Mm.
Even though it
What
had
do
no
you-
business being that long.
Yeah, I know. It was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good, entertaining match, and
It was.
I mean, that's probably
What?
Brock's last WrestleMania match. Interestingly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, remember he had that scrap with Cody in SummerSlam.
No, I'm talking Mania match.
Oh, sorry.
Mania overall, right? I mean, yeah.
WrestleMania led.
I mean, 10 years ago, he defeated the streak. Actually, he ended the
Finished
streak.
the streak.
Yeah, he ended the streak.
And I was watching Triple H versus Undertaker Hell in a Cell WrestleMania 28. That's got to be like the best WrestleMania match he had. Undertaker, I think.
You think
so
so?
good.
I don't know,
It
man.
was so good.
The
It was so
HBK
good.
match is clear, man. HBK
Yeah.
clear. Yeah, those
Yeah.
ones clear. Like those ones are
It was
top of
just
the line.
so good. But with HBK in it though, just like that dynamic with all three of them was so
Mhm.
good. So
I agree with you.
we should have this video out soon too. Undertaker's best WrestleMania matches. Go watch it on YouTube. Sports Entertainers Podcast. So yeah.
Yeah.
Back to
It's a tier
WrestleMania
list.
though.
Yeah.
We ran through the mid card a little bit. Talked about the main card mostly. I think we'll get back to that, but really quickly, I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. But the pretty much the showcase match for WrestleMania this year is the tag team match for the undisputed tag team titles. And the only thing I have to say about this is I am predicting the Awesome Truth is winning this one for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's
I don't know if that's like super obvious, but like
I-
I say that's happening. That's gonna
I'm
be a
with you on that.
WrestleMania moment.
I'm
It only
with
makes
you on
sense. It only makes sense.
Even if they keep the belts for like a week, I'm cool with it. That's a pretty
Yeah.
fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like kind of like what happened with Zack Ryder.
Yeah, exactly. Multiple
You
times.
get there,
Happened with
maybe.
Zack Ryder. Actually, it happened with the Miz a few times with the Intercontinental title.
And the WWE
Anyway.
Championship. He had it for like a week.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he's held he won the Intercontinental title and then lost it the next day on Raw. Like I want to say 3 times.
Oh
Like
wow.
rather at a WrestleMania or whatever, and just like the next day just lost it.
Miz is the king of geeks, bro. You know how like they
Yeah.
say Eddie's the king of bums?
Yeah.
Miz is the king of geeks.
But he's also like a 7-time Intercontinental champion and
He is.
2-time WWE champion, like the worst runs ever. But
The second run was
2-time champion.
terrible.
Both, well, yeah, in COVID era, and both from Money in the Bank cash-ins. So he
Mhm.
never like cleanly won a WWE championship.
He's such a
Speaking of
geek.
that, even if Priest and Balor loses the tag team championship, all isn't lost for Priest.
Mhm. He's Money in the Bank.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna cash in. To be honest.
No, what the heck are they gonna do with him? I have no idea.
I think they had an idea with him, and then as soon as kind of time went on, they were like, never mind. I think when The Rock came back, CM Punk came back, like all these different factors came into play, and Seth's run was actually like really good, and then like they wanted to keep it going. And I think a lot of factors came into play where they were like, I don't know where Damian Priest fits into all of this. I think the best time that he should have cashed in was Finn Balor winning at SummerSlam, beating Seth Rollins, if that was the case, and then Damian Priest cashing in on Finn.
Yeah, I
That would have
think
made the most sense.
I don't think we saw Seth Rollins run even going this long.
Hmm.
Right? So
It's been a great
it
run.
kind of.
I love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely better, but it just screwed Damian Priest is all.
Oh, this is exactly like
Poor
before
guy.
he joined Judgment Day. They had nowhere to go with his character, and now here we are again.
Yeah,
Him in the
but they gave him
Judgment
the
Day
Money in
on
the
versus
Bank. Like,
yeah, but with nothing to do with it.
I know, like that should be like, they should. Whatever. Fuck.
What do you guys think? What if he cashes in on Cody?
That would
Oh,
fucking
that'd be
suck.
definite.
Like, oh my god. Like, even if he tried, like, it would just ruin the moment, man.
Oh,
Like,
100%. 100%.
Hey, but
oh my
on the other hand,
god.
at least he would finish the story. It may not be the happy ending everybody gets, but at least he'll pick up the dub, and he'll remember those few minutes after the bell.
They do some like Drew McIntyre shit, like when he won the WWE title and then Big Show came out.
Oh,
No
yeah,
one
yeah.
was no one was there to see it, so they're like, oh, guess like what was the point of that anyway? It's just like,
That
guess
was
what?
so
He
weird.
They should have put it on the show.
he beat he beat a former champion right away, so like he's better than you. Like, I don't get it.
It was really weird. That was super odd. That was
Yeah.
such a weird like thing. It was like a freaking dark match after Mania with no crowd. So
No
it
one
was the
there,
dark match
yeah.
for? It was a dark match for.
So random. So the
I
main
felt
event of
like
that WrestleMania.
I
was
felt
the
like
main
that
event.
was Big Show's last stand before he went to AEW.
Pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah.
and now he's like a producer at AEW. So
Wait for him
everyone
to
Not
go.
Captain Insano, damn it.
Yeah.
actually, while we're still on the World Championship match for a little bit, I know we're jumping around, but CM Punk is supposed to be on commentary, and he said he's going to be doing something interesting. He said something about along those lines where he said he was going to make both of them relevant or something like that. Do you think he's going to do something
A ref bump,
more?
he's gonna slide in for sure. Like, he's gonna get involved, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think he's going to do something. I don't know what it is, but he's going to do something.
Possible screw job.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that part should be interesting. I think that match is going to be very, very good.
Oh yeah. All those main event title matches are gonna be good. They're all gonna tie together. And like I think I said a few times, we'll probably circle back and go through them all. But two things that we skipped over so far in regards to main event title matches, I think, are the women's championship matches.
Oh yes.
We haven't really
yeah.
gotten into them. I have let's do what we've been doing. We're kind of just talking about the divisions. Let's kind of combine these two, and we'll just spew it off, because I think we're going to see two brand new women's champions
Ooh.
over the weekend.
Uh,
I think
I gotta.
both titles change hands. You disagree, Aaron? Because both long reigns, and both obviously have some tough opponents in front of them. So
That's right. One will retain and one will become the new champion. Should I take the wheel for this one, or should we just
Go
wait?
ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
for Io Sky and Bailey, you're getting your WrestleMania moment. Okay, as strange as this sounds, I actually like the storyline that's going on right here.
I love the
I'm glad
storyline
that we
going
were
on.
all there to see Io Sky cash in for the championship back at the SummerSlam. And at first I thought this was going to be a stale storyline. And then I saw the betrayal of Dakota Kai, which all of us saw coming, but we didn't expect it to come like a little bit later on.
Mhm.
And then Bailey knocking the crap out of Io Sky after one of those promos last week.
Backstage interview. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Talk about getting things in Raw. And they did a good job with that. So Bailey's going to top it. And I think for Ripley and Lynch, Ripley will retain. I would love to see Becky win it at least one more time, but I feel like Rhea's still running that high. I mean, she's that dang popular. I think she could go about a couple more months, maybe up until Money in the Bank. Who the hell knows? So one will retain and one will win.
So I think we all disagree here, but I think both champions retain. I think Rhea Ripley is going to continue her reign of dominance, and I think Io Sky is going to get away with the help of damage control in some way. I know I said this is going to be a very babyface heavy WrestleMania, but in the case of the women, I think I think both heels are going to win, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, both heels. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would like if Rhea Ripley won for sure. Excuse me, and continued her reign. But I just think that Bailey's got it for sure. I have to agree
You think
there.
so? You think so?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, the story can continue too, right?
Mhm.
And is Asuka injured
Asuka's going to be in a match with Damage
in that
Control.
triple threat? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
In a 3v3. So it's Bianca Belair, Naomi, and a debuting Jade Cargill versus Damage Control with, I mean, I guess a returning Dakota Kai as well.
Okay.
And
Yep.
So a match
Asuka.
that we
Kyrie.
weren't a match we weren't really going to talk about, but this is, I guess it's still not Jade Cargill's like first singles match, but it's her
No.
first. It's her second. It's only her first match since the Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, this is going to be the Jade show, essentially. It's going to be her showcase, and it'll be good. It'll be fine. You know,
They
there's
did her good in the Rumble, man. They actually did. So
yeah, honestly, Jade is looking a lot more like a star. I think she fits the mold of WWE better than she did in AEW. I think she was out of place. Where like in AEW you got a lot of like workhorse wrestlers, quote unquote, like they're work rate, very like fast style. WWE they do the larger in life characters better, I think, and the fans of AEW as a product kind of reject the WWE style, I guess, and Jade was a very WWE character. I think she just fits better with them.
That powerbomb she did last week really did it justice. She's ready. She'll be good to go.
She'll be fine. I think she has the makings of a big star. So, and I think this will be a big showcase for her. This is 3v3. I mean, it'll be a good match. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It won't be like the title matches, the two title matches on the card, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be a match on the card. And then speaking of matches on the card, I guess we might as well just go through the last two matches, right? Like real quickly.
yeah. Well, yeah, run through the card. I mean, there's gonna be so much good wrestling. I think honestly, this is gonna be like, I never really have high expectations for WrestleMania. Maybe I shouldn't, but I think it's gonna be like the best WrestleMania maybe ever.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. You guys have any predictions for that one, real quick?
LA Knight.
Yeah. LA Knight, probably, yeah. It's his year, and it'll be fun. The story has been pretty entertaining. LA Knight going to AJ Styles' house and beating him up. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, as good as it is, it's just like, it's funny how like a lot of these stories is just, we've seen it before.
Oh yeah.
They're still good. Like brother versus brother, attacking each other at home. Can't beat Roman Reigns. I mean, we've seen that for however long.
We literally saw home invasion in the other promotion like not too long ago with Swerve and Hangman.
Yeah, Triple H and Randy Orton, Stone Cold and Brian Pillman.
It's never ending. It's never ending with that one. It never gets old, really. I like when they get a random freaking rental house and just freaking destroy it.
Yeah, they're all kind of like cutting edge.
Ray and Dominic, as well.
Ray and Dominic,
who are also
father versus son. Another story as old as time.
Mm-hmm. They're doing Latino World Order versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio as well. Kind of coming back to the Dom and Ray storyline from last year. Kind of an afterthought, but the story holds from last year and with all the Santos stuff as well. So should be fun. And Dragon Lee is gonna it's gonna be another one of those showcase matches. Dragon Lee's still a new face, so be it'll be a showcase for him as well. So lots of moving parts
And flips.
and flips, 100% flips. 100% flips. I hope Ray pulls out the belt again on Dom and Santos actually. Daddy
Yeah.
Mysterio.
They allowed
be
it
a
on
lot.
TV.
A lot of belt whooping going on in this WrestleMania.
Dominic should go. He should find a new dad in the Christian Cage.
Oh
You know,
my god.
he seems to be doing well.
Might
you
have
know,
to. Might have
Yeah.
to, man.
He seems to be doing well with Kill Switch and Nick Wayne. Kill
Well,
Switch.
we pretty much ran through the entire. Well, we definitely ran through the entire WrestleMania card at this point. I'd
Yeah.
say it was just run up and down. It was run back up the ladder, snake ladder, just rapid fire until we get to the main event scene. And I'm gonna throw out the match, and you just say who you got, and we'll go from the bottom up again. Like I said, we kind of just ran through these, but LWO versus I don't even know who Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. I say the heels win this one.
Yeah, heels win. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Aaron?
Yep. Heels.
The women's triple threat match with Damage Control versus Bianca Belair, Jade, and Naomi.
The 3v3. I'm gonna say Jade. Jade's team. Returning Jade, Naomi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Naomi Belair and Car Gilberg.
I will say quickly, we're not supposed to get off topic, but so bad for Bianca Belair. She won that SummerSlam, got cashed in, and wasn't able to make it back up the ladder. But that is a story for another day. She'll be okay.
She'll be fine.
Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens for the WWE United States Championship. I say Logan Paul.
KO.
KO in his prime.
Oh wow.
Sorry,
We both
Randy.
agree. Yeah, sorry, Randy.
United States Champion is back. Next up, we have Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso, and I say Jey Uso wins.
Jay, obviously. Unless Jimmy does some bloodline BS, but yeah, Jay.
All the way.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I say LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Whose game is it, Wendy? LA
The
Knight.
Judgment Day will be defending their WWE Undisputed Tag Team titles in a 6-pack tag team ladder match. So basically 12 guys in this match. I'm not going to run them down. If you know who's in it, if you have a winner, say it. I already said the awesome truth.
Yeah, awesome truth for me too.
Awesome truth.
Wow, we're all just agreeing.
Yeah, we're agreeing on a lot of stuff on this. These are all to be announced. We don't know if they're on night 1 or night 2 yet, at least at the time we're recording. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I think that Gunther retains.
Sammy. It's his time. I mean, for a singles babyface run. That's what I said before, but I'm saying it again.
Break the tie, Aaron.
Gunther. 12 slaps.
Oh,
You betrayed me.
wow.
It was going to happen someday or another.
Alrighty.
Here's where it's going to get a little mixed up between the three of us. Our first women's championship match, which I'm kind of confused on which championship, but as I'm seeing here on Wikipedia, the women's world championship, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. I say Becky Lynch wins.
Rip it up, Rhea Ripley.
Oh. I am going to say Rhea Ripley.
2v1. All right. The other women's championship match. So the other belt is just called the WWE Women's Championship match, and Io Sky defends against Bayley. I say Bayley wins.
Better than the SmackDown and Raw championships that they had.
Yeah, see, that's what I was just thinking about the other day, because I know they changed the belts, and I didn't realize that they had changed the names like that, though.
No, they're so the names are stupid. But anyway, Io wins for me, and
Bailey's getting getting her WrestleMania
she's
moment.
probably my
Bailey.
favorite women's wrestler at the moment. Go ahead, go again.
I got Bailey. Money on Bailey.
Aaron.
Bet on Becky. Bet on Bailey. Shit.
So now things get a little tricky. Everything starts to kind of intertwine, and some of these matches have implications on the other. But first, we'll go through the World Heavyweight Championship match, a title that was established earlier this year that Seth Rollins won in Saudi Arabia, and he's held it ever since. He's going to be defending it in his first match in a long time. I mean, he will have one prior to this, but his first singles match in a long time, defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre, who earned his spot in the Elimination Chamber. And I think that it's his time. Drew McIntyre deserves his WrestleMania moment, and he's going to get it on WrestleMania Night 2 on Sunday in Philadelphia.
For this one, it could go either way. Like, I wouldn't be super surprised if Seth won. I wouldn't be super shocked.
Wow.
But Drew has, I mean, if he loses again, he's going to look like kind of a loser. I'm going to say Drew. But I'm 50-50 with this one. I'm like 49-51%. So it can go either way.
Wow. That close.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all Drew birds here tonight, so Drew McIntyre with the win.
Drew McIntyre all the way around. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's the way it goes. I mean, it's CM Punk's going to be right there. We know that he's going to get involved. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. And then it just sets up. You already have a triangle going all the way into SummerSlam when CM Punk should be back. There's still more guys that deserve a run at least chance at this title. And yeah, so it'll be all right, no matter what the outcome really is. Speaking of outcomes, the next match is really gonna line things up for the end of this show. And on night 1, we have a tag team match between the Bloodline. I'm coining them the Bloodline. The Samoan Cousins, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Roman Reigns will be teaming up. The WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, and they'll be going up against Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, a pairing. I got two guys that wrestled each other 2 years ago at WrestleMania when Cody Rhodes returned. Two guys that have quite the history as well, who kind of, if not mistaken, kind of butt heads once in a while. So it's going to be interesting. The winners of this is gonna have some implications on the following night when Cody Rhodes takes on Roman Reigns. So if Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins win, there will be no Bloodline members allowed. I mean, barred from ringside. We've heard that before, though. We've heard that one before. And if the Bloodline wins, then it's a Bloodline rules match or whatever they call it. Help me out with the terminology. It's basically just a street fight, right?
It's just a street fight. Yeah, it's just a street fight. But
it's.
I mentioned.
I gotta
it
say this is funny.
Oh, go ahead.
I gotta say this. It's I'm making a video right now, and it's between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose at the time, and they did a fan vote, and the fans got to select what the match was, and the selections were a no disqualification match, a street fight, and a no holds barred match.
I remember this.
Anyway,
it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned the two of those guys, but we got 2 Shield members in this match, and Seth's apparent motivation here is he wants to end the Bloodline because he feels like he started it, but Seth kind of gets the short end of the stick. I mean, he doesn't really have to win this match. There's no stakes for him as much as Cody Rhodes does, in my personal opinion. It's kind of like, oh, he's just his partner in crime, and he wants to help his buddy old pal Cody Rhodes. But you can just the headcanon being, yeah. I mean, he mentioned the fact that he brought Roman to where he's at right now and all that, but I don't know. I feel like there should have been some more implications to his world title. Like Rock has the power to take away the world title and like add any stipulation to his Drew match or something like that. I mean, Maybe spice it up a little bit for Seth. That way he has stakes on this as well. But
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
like even The Rock be the special guest referee or something like that, or like that's what a tribal rules match is, that The Rock is the special guest referee, and you don't, the only people that know what a tribal rules match is the people in the tribe, so they'll just make it up as they go. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
nevertheless, I don't know. Like, honestly, I do in my mind think that this one can go either way, but I'm definitely going to pick The Rock and Roman Reigns to win. Stack the odds against Cody. We talked about this at the beginning of the show. Rapid fire. Who do you guys got?
I say Drew gets involved in this one because he thinks Seth is a spotlight junkie. And then he injures Seth in this match. That way he has the upper hand going into the world title match. Rock and Roman win because of this injury. That's my prediction.
Rock and Roman will reign supreme, and the cards will be heavily stacked as Cody goes up against Roman.
Who eats the pin though?
Probably
I would
Seth.
say Cody would eat the pin. It would just make night
I
2
think-
more interesting for him to avenge the loss from night 1.
I agree with
Yeah.
Aaron on that one. Yeah, because if Seth eats it, it doesn't look good on him as the world champion, right? He's
And I
the
mean,
champion.
if you get pinned, and if you get pinned by The Rock or Roman Reigns, it's like you're getting pinned by R-Truth or something. So
True, but also if he's losing twice, if Seth is losing twice in a row, I don't think he should
no,
get-
for Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes can get pinned,
Oh yeah.
and he could still stay strong for the next night.
Yeah, I agree. But it should be some shenanigans.
Oh yeah, needless to say that. And I mean, before we begin to wrap this thing up, maybe and before we get to our last match, it will bring us to our last cookie bet of WrestleMania, and it's gonna be a shit show, to say the least. It's gonna be crazy once we get to this WrestleMania main event, and we're gonna focus specifically on there. I mean, that can be up for debate, but for this last cookie bet, we're gonna say how many interferences will we see in the main event? How many people will get involved? Obviously, we know the history of the bloodline, and I mean, it goes deep. It goes deep as far as Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. There's rumors that people from The Rock's past will show up. People from Cody's past that could show up. Never know. So, is this one that we're going to focus on the main event, or should we also include the tag team match?
Let's
in
lump them
regards to
together.
number of interferences. Okay.
Let's lump them together.
Probably makes my number a little bit more confident. I'll run things off. Actually, I might have to almost double my number. But between those two matches, I want to say there's going to be a total of 6 interferences.
Heck. That's a good number. Okay, I'm trying to count. Okay, who has Roman annoyed in this last like 3 years?
How many people?
We'll say. I'll say 7. But I almost want I want it to be as overbooked as possible. Like I want this is the one period of time where I want all the interferences. I want it to be as dramatic and over the top as possible. I want Jay, I want KO, I want Sammy, I want everyone. I want this big freaking like cinematic ending, overly climactic ending.
So if we were doing one match, I'd say at least like 5.
I mean, if you're gonna ask me when I should think it should have ended last year, it should have been when Sammy did the haluva kick, Kevin did the stunner, and then Cody did the what is it called? What's the finisher
Crossroads?
called?
Crossroads.
Yeah. That would have been the perfect ending if he whatever. We're here now. WrestleMania 40, and we wouldn't get heel Rock at this point, so.
Well, everyone's putting
yeah,
down 7
7.
6. Okay, 7 6. Call me Malcolm in the middle. 5.
5.
Wow. I got 2 really tight cookie bets here.
Yeah.
That's
really
just-
tight.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we already know who we're picking for the main event for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match. We're all going with Cody Rhodes. The story should be finished. it doesn't get any bigger than this, folks. This WrestleMania is going to be huge. It's going to be sick. I'm pumped for it. Pumped to watch it. And yeah, I mean, just excited as ever.
All right, folks. This weekend, a big one. WrestleMania 40 in the city of brotherly love. The no love lost between all these wrestlers are going to give it their all. You've heard who we're going for. You heard the cookie bets. And we're going to be just like you. We're going to be watching 2 nights of fantastic action. We'll be back again in 2 weeks. In the meantime, check our past episodes and past interviews. They're not that hard to find. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. We're just right there. So be sure to check us for each and every 2 weeks for a brand new episode of Sports Entertainers. And we'll be back for a post-WrestleMania show. And oh my goodness, that's going to be a huge one. So saddle up, get your chips, get your dips, and get ready for Saturday and Sunday. For the heel, Drake Demore, and Curly Fry, Kurlis Maddie, this be Aaron Sanders saying from the Rose City and from Windsor's exclusive wrestling podcast, enjoy WrestleMania, and don't forget to wear some damn soap.